Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you all doing today? Happy 8th day of Ramadan, guys. I hope everybody's fast is going really well. Alhamdulillah, mine is going great too. Alright, let's dive right in. Today's ayah is from Surah An-Nisa, ayah number 32. Let's read it. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولا تتمنوا ما فضل الله به بعضكم على بعض للرجال نصيب مما اكتسبوا وللنساء نصيب مما اكتسبن واسألوا الله من فضله إن الله كان بكل شيء عليما. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, and do not you all wish from the fadl Allah has favored some over the others, some of you all over the others, and for men is a share from whatever they earn, and for women is a share from whatever they earn. And ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from His fadl. Indeed, Allah is with everything all knowing. So there are quite a few things we learn from this ayah. And the number one thing is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is encouraging us not to feel jealous or envious of seeing our brothers or sisters enjoying a bounty or blessing in their lives. Maybe somebody has more wealth or a better car or a better house, nicer family, stuff like that. Or maybe somebody is maybe they're loved more by the people, they're more respected. So instead, Allah says, instead of feeling jealous or envious of that fact, ask Allah from His bounties. وَاسْأَلُوا مِن فَضْلِهِ. Ask Allah from His bounties for yourself. And if you remember, at the time when the Prophet Zakaria, alayhi salam, he saw these fresh fruits by Maryam alayhi salam, he asked her where they came from, and she said these are from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that's a blessing she was blessed with. And at that time he didn't feel like, oh, why wasn't I given that, or what did I not do to deserve it, or why she has it and not me. Instead, he made that blessed moment, and he made the most of it. He actually benefited from that moment by making a dua for himself. He made a dua for a righteous child, which he didn't have a child, and he wanted a blessing for himself. And that blessed moment when you see your brother or sister enjoying or receiving a good news, that is the time of acceptance of dua. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is bestowing His favor upon another brother or sister, He will definitely in that moment bestow a favor upon you too. So that's imagine that's a time of mercy, and Allah is in that Allah is being merciful to somebody, and in that moment where you just you have a good chance of making a dua which is more acceptable, inshallah, because that is a moment full of barakah and mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So inshallah, in your life, if you see somebody receiving a good news or receiving a blessing or enjoying their life, if you see that, make dua for them, say mashallah. And if you want it for yourself, just ask it from Allah's bounties, because Allah has unlimited bounties. If He gives you or me something out of it, He's not gonna become poor. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the richest of the rich. So instead of wishing your brother or sister losing their blessing, just go ahead and ask for yourself. And actually make a point of making dua in those moments when you see maybe somebody's child received an honor or some kind of recognition. You want that for your own child too. Then make dua to Allah that, ya Allah, grant my kids the same blessing, or make them righteous. Like if you see somebody's child is righteous, mashallah, say mashallah, barakallah feek for them, and make dua for your family, your children, inshallah, because that's a time of acceptance of dua, inshallah. The second thing we learn from this ayah is Allah says لِلرِّجَالِ نَصِيبٌ مِّمَّا اكْتَسَبُوا وَلِلنِّسَاءِ نَصِيبٌ مِّمَّا اكْتَسَبْنَ. So Allah does not differentiate or compare between men and women. There is no competition between us two. Allah says whoever does whatever, they're going to earn from that. So whatever men are doing, whether it's good deeds or bad deeds, they're going to get paid according to that. And same goes for women. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in the end of the day, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to judge based on an individual's actions and grant them forgiveness or punishment or whatever it is that Allah wants to do based on Allah's judgment. And Allah says it clearly that, in many places in the Quran, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not unjust. So and here in this ayah, Allah clearly states that for men is the share from whatever they earn. So however they live their lives in this dunya, or if they're being righteous or if they're not being righteous, they're going to get paid from that. And same goes for women. Exactly the same goes for women. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, indeed Allah upon everything is all knowing. So Allah is well aware of what we are doing in our lives, what as men, as women, how we are living our lives, and how honest and pure of intention we have. So inshallah, with this beautiful message of equality, alhamdulillah, I'll let you guys go, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a blessed Ramadan. Inshallah, I'll see you when I'll see you. Take care of yourselves. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.